Good morning to you all. I just wanted to make this video and ruffle somebody's feathers this morning because, a lot of times what I do is I sit back and I observe things before it's time to speak on them. And I don't like to speak on things that doesn't serve a purpose or, try to help uplift someone who may be following the crowd or don't see anything wrong with their actions or find their way of living to be normal or whatever your situation may be. Excuse me, y'all. Let's slow down. Just slow down. Anyway, yeah, but I just keep seeing these little saying about understanding the assignment, and I'm just thinking to myself, do they really understand the assignment? And what I mean by that is everything that we seem to be putting our effort towards is conscrewed. The focus is not where it should be. And what I mean by that is just looking around, I see everybody moving the same. And nobody's standing out. Nobody's being different. And there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of darkness that, is overruling this world. And my people are being deceived. My generation especially, but it don't even have nothing to do with age. It's all ages. And putting our focus on partying, drinking, sex, especially without marriage, just being hateful to one another, not having love. And I'm not talking about what somebody leveled with your mouth, but really having love in your heart for somebody. I don't see a lot of people loving one another. I don't see a lot of people being kind to one another. I don't see a lot of people being patient with one another. And I have to always examine myself because sometimes, I might not show all the patience that I should have. But I'm continually evaluating myself because I want to make sure I don't fall into the trend of hating one another, being evil with one another, backbiting one another, and doing everything of the opposite that the Lord commanded us to do. People have lost themselves so far away from what the Lord wants us to do. And he said, many are called, few are chosen, because a lot of people find it hard to actually sacrifice anything. Want to be loved so bad that will actually be loved incorrectly. And I say love incorrectly because if it was right, it wouldn't be nothing about being loved incorrectly. You would actually be loved the correct way. And you wouldn't have any questions about it. Many of us, and only reason why I'm able to speak on certain things is because I remember finding myself in toxic relationships or relationships that was giving me less than I deserved because I didn't want to be alone. And always felt I had to be with somebody. You know, if one relationship didn't work out, I got into another, you know, feeling like, you know I can get somebody. Yeah, I can get somebody. I can get anybody, but can I get the person that's going to treat me the way I know I deserve to be treated in all aspects, all manners? Can I get somebody that's going to love me unconditionally, that's going to, have the same type of goals? I mean, it don't even got to be the same exact thing, but you should actually be goal oriented. If I'm goal oriented, you need to be goal oriented, because I had spoke on this before in my video about how you seem to come off controlling when, you know, you actually want the best for your partner and they are content with the bare minimum. You know, and when you do things like that, you get with people that, they not working on nothing for the future. Everything is about a turn up, or trying to look good and dress good and get people approval and all this other stuff. Is This world is lost, bro. It's not about none of that, son. Like, yes, okay, like, even when you serve God, whatever, you could have nice things and all of that, but your main focus should not be on obtaining those things. Like, naturally, yes, okay, the Lord knows that we need a car, we need a house, we need clothes. He know everything we need. Just like he said, he feed the sparrows and the birds, and they don't worry about how they're going to get. But here we are running to and fro trying to see, how we going to get this and the third. But, we're not allowing God to be God in our lives. You guys are making things of this world your gods. You guys are idolizing people and things. Like, you sit there and idolize other people and you don't even know that you're doing that. You're giving more attention to, your mate, and you're leaving God completely out of it because you're just so enwrapped into that person, engulfed into that person, and you can't even see that sometimes the people in our lives are distractions. Everybody not here to help build you up. I don't care if they love you. I don't care if they've been with you for 10 years. I don't care if they've been there for 30 years. I don't care how long they've been. Sometimes people are here just to attach themselves to you, to keep you stuck and stagnant, so that you can't obtain the correct relationship that you actually know you deserve and that you desire. But many of us don't want to be alone, so we feel like this is the best that we can get. And as long as you think that way, that will be the best that you can get. As long as you continue to stay, that will be the best that you can get. Just being around people who don't want to see you flourish, or they don't want to flourish themselves, how do you think that you're going to flourish and be the best version of yourself? Or how do you think that you're going to be able to work on the empire that you're attempting to build if you don't get people around you who wants their own empires as well? See, when you have a vision, you have to be around people that have a vision as well. Or even if they don't have a vision, they have to be willing to help you make your vision come true. And at the end of the day, they're still going to reap a reward for it, because, your vision was for a higher purpose. I just wanted to ruffle some feathers this morning, because I just want to challenge y'all to stop looking for acceptance in people. Stop settling for things that you know that you deserve more. Stop working at dead-end jobs that you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, and you'll never get your credit right because you can't afford to pay all your bills. Stop working at jobs that don't value you. You've been working there for years and ain't had a raise yet. Stop allowing your family members to come in and out of your life and treat you how they want to, or they respect others more than you, or they support others and don't support you. You know, for a while, for a long time, like the last few years, I found myself very depressed because I felt that my family didn't support me the way I seen them support others. And it was true. They didn't. They don't. They still don't. But how long am I going to stay in a slump wondering why my family don't treat me the way I know that I should, should be treated, or loved the way I want to be loved? How long am I going to stay there? You got to get yourself up, and you got to accept things for what they are, and you got to move forward with your life. That is what it is. I found myself kind of depressed too, also because my health started declining. When I say that, I'm talking about my weight. I gained a bunch of weight. I lost a bunch of weight, then gained a bunch of weight. And I took that as a lesson learned, because God already moved the person from my life, and I call myself giving them another chance, because, they came back. I ain't gonna lie. They came back, and I thought their intentions were pure. But really, they were there because of the benefits of the relationship, and they were there for a good time, not a long time. So this person had a lot of toxic traits about them, between drug addiction and eating unhealthy foods. Now, I already had overcame that stage in my life. And when you overcome a certain stage of your life, you need somebody who is either overcame that stage of their life, or they're willing to overcome that stage of their life. Because when you be with a person like that, all they're going to do is drag you back down. So instead of me being sad about, being depressed about all the weight that I've gained, I take it as that's a consequence for me going backwards to a person that was already removed from my life, because God has seen their heart. But this time around, I was able to see their heart too. So I was able to actually escape a situation that would have been way more destruction for me had I not left that situation. So I'm thankful. Everybody think it's a joke because, they keep hearing that the end times are here, but they really are here. And if you choose to be deceived, that's on you. That's you choosing not to acknowledge the truth. Like, I don't have no friends, and I'm not in a relationship right now. If a relationship come, it come. If it don't, it don't. At this point, it is what it is. Like, my focus is more on reaching people that need to hear messages and need uplifting, encouraging words to transition their life and their minds. That's where my focus is. Yes, if true love come in my life, true love, it gotta be true all the way around. They gotta love me for me, not for what I have, and not for what I could do for them. If they come around, so be it, whatever. But I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on obtaining even more stability, which will come in due time. It will come in due time. I won't wreck my brain about how I'm going to do something, because in this due season, it's going to come. I'm just going to continue to be consistent on working on my goals, and staying firm and steadfast, and staying away from people, places, and things that I know don't serve me. And everybody always talking about they understood the assignment. Do you understand the assignment? That this all the stuff that we attempting to attain, and all these things that we are putting our mind and focus on is the least of your worries. Long as they keep your, that's, let me tell you something, that's all distractions. If y'all don't understand that by now, you got a lot to do. You got to wake up, because this is all distractions to keep your focus on the jewelry, the clothes, the eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like to get pretty, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, you might see me looking rough and homeless. You might see me looking rough and homeless. And yes, I have brand new shoes, clothes, everything I haven't even worn yet, because when I want to wear them, I'm going to have it. But I don't make that my main focus. Every week, every day or something, I got to buy things that's meaningless. For what? Just to have nothing, or just to show the world I got money? No. We've been so deceived, and this is how the enemy wanted to be. He gonna keep attacking your mind and keep presenting things to you that you feel like you gotta have or obtain. But really, all he doing is keeping you down, out, and trodden, and broke, and envying the next person because you don't have things. And it's just a cycle. It's a repeated cycle. When do we break the cycle and be different? People wonder, how am I content in my own house? How am I content being in my own house, being away from the world? How am I content not being in a relationship? I couldn't do it. I bet you couldn't do it. You know why you can't do it? Because you're not willing to give up anything. I was willing to give up people, places, and things. Am I going to be here forever by myself? No, because eventually I'm going to have the people around me. Even in these dark ages, people are going to be around me that's supposed to be around me, that understands assignment for real. And I know that time is coming. That's why I'm content. I'd rather stay away from running in the crowd and being around people that don't have anything that they looking up to or living forward to. Like, you guys just don't understand. And I wish I could just give you my eyes, my spiritual eyes, for one day, so you could actually see what I'm talking about. It's so deep. And I talk, like, when I talk to some people, I talk a lot because I try to get out. It's like I can't help it. I have so much knowledge within me, and when I try to share it with people, whatever, I be trying to get people to understand. But some people ears is deaf and their eyes is blind, so they can't understand no matter how much you try to, present it to them. So it's hard. But I'm telling you right now, man, we got to stop being deceived, man. It's not about that. It's not about these things that we see. It's deep. Your soul is at stake. Your soul is at stake. You guys don't even understand. Your souls is at stake right now. And the enemy knows that he has a short time. He's had a short time the whole time from the beginning until now. He already knew that. So his goal is to take as many souls with him to hell that he can. Everybody think that, oh, the Lord forgive, we all going to heaven. You're not going to heaven if you don't love your brother. You're not going to heaven if you got envy and hate in your heart. You're not going to heaven if your heart and your intentions is not pure. You're not going. And I'm going to tell you that right now. You're not going. It's never too late to go ahead and turn a leaf in the pack. All this being sneaky, deceptive, and lying to people, breaking people's hearts, and not caring how you made them feel, not acknowledging how you made them feel, whether it's relationship or whether it's somebody on the street or just whether you just being hateful and nasty, you're not going with the Lord. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going. So you only got two choices. You continue to be that way, or you could go ahead and get your heart together. Get your heart together. How do you get your heart together? The first thing is to repent. And people be wondering what's repent. Oh, Lord, just please forgive me. No, it's way deeper than that. You got to sit there. You got to examine yourself. You got to think like, dang. You know what I'm saying? I really was, being this type of way or whatever. Or I really do have this trait about me. I mean, you got to examine yourself and be real with yourself. I know I'm a nasty person. I know I'm hateful. I know I've been very mean. I know I speak sharp words to hurt others. I don't want to be that way no more, Lord. You got to be real. See, y'all be fake. Saying, God, forgive me. But in real life, you don't even feel bad for being that type of way. Because you've been hurt or whatever. I've been hurt. My whole life. My whole life. There was a time I did things to hurt people back. But I had a conscience and I always felt bad for that. Because I'm like, dang, I ain't have to, you know, say all that like that. But they made me mad or whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta self-examine yourself. I'm talking to my generation, and then the older ones, if they hear this message, they choose to accept it, so what? But I'm talking about my generation. I'm only 30. So at the end of the day, people find it, like, not cool to serve God or whatever they think it is. It ain't about being cool. It ain't about being cool. It's about getting your heart right with the Lord that you know is coming back. And if you don't know He's coming back, I'm telling you right now, He's coming back. I don't know how soon, but it's soon. He's coming back soon. He's coming back soon and very soon. All this stuff going on around you ain't no joke. The assignment is not about being a flyers. The assignment is not about getting people improvement. The assignment is not about wearing $500 lace wigs every other week just to show people that you got it. The assignment ain't about none of that stuff y'all made the assignment to be. The assignment is about loving one another and reaching each other, spreading the message and speaking the truth so we can get as many people that's destined to go back with Christ together. That's the assignment. That's the assignment. But I gotta clock into work. And you know, this is just the beginning of it. You know, I've been going through so many battles last year. You know, I haven't been able to make my videos, but it's okay though. I was delayed, but I wasn't destroyed, and I ain't stopped. I'm not gonna ever stop doing what the Lord told me to do. People don't like the truth, and the truth is what sets you free. They don't like the truth because guess what? That demon inside of them is operating in them. Don't want to hear that truth. But guess what? I'm here for it. I'm here for the battle. I'm here for the war, the righteousness. I'm here for what the Lord has me to do. I'm here fighting the good fight. If you choose to stay evil, you fighting the evil fight. So you choose which side you're gonna be on. I choose righteousness.